Jai Shri Krishna and welcome back to our channel Dhruv Global School Yoga Department. In today's video, we are going to learn about how to develop back flexibility. Because I have seen now today's youth is moving towards the yoga and that has gave me really motivation to share my techniques. Because I have seen most of them do not have a training easily available and they really try their best to do. He's Swapnil and he's going to help us throughout the video. Namaste. So first, we will start with the warm-up. Whatever warm-up you are following, we should always start with the warm-up.
Warming up in a proper amount and in proper direction will always save you from any injuries. Because prevention is better than cure. So always try to put quality time for your warm-up.
Now we will stretch upper part of the body, which is most important part.
Make sure that you should have a shoulder distance between the hands. Your feet will be firm on the ground. Pretending anterior pelvic tilt, you will try to push your rib cage forward by focusing shoulder joint. Although the ligaments are very prominent in the shoulder joint, we have to work against them to create the flexibility by triggering the few muscles groups in the shoulder joint. By doing this exercise, you are triggering your rotator cuff muscles and superficially your deltoid and latissimus dorsi. The coracal branchialis works with the pectoralis major to flex the shoulder.
Now we will lie down in prone position and we'll do Bhujangasana for 20 counts. And then we will hold for 10 seconds. Here we go.
Back flexibility is all related to the spinal extension. So we have to perform few spinal extensions yoga poses like variation of Cobra Pose. In condition of lower back extension, our sacrum move forward in relation to the ilium. When you are sensitive to the lower back area, this Cobra Pose may significantly relieve your back pain, or in some other cases, it may aggravate the existing problem. That's why I will suggest you should first fix the angle where you feel suitable and comfortable. During the practice of the variation of this Cobra Pose, we have to trigger our few anterior and superior muscles group like anteriorly iliopsoas muscles and rectus abdominis, where superiorly we have to trigger our gluteal and trapezius muscles. So you should feel stretch in those muscles. Now, lift Chakrasana for 10 times. Do not hold this position initially. You have to hold this position at the end of the repetition. And the most important thing in the back flexibility development is do the counter pose. So when you perform back bend, always do a forward bend. Now this one is a little bit challenging. You have to bend your knees and try to touch your head to the toes. If you can, that's nice. If you cannot, you just have to keep doing it. And then afterwards, as usual, bend forward. Now we are going to do the repetition of Ardha Chandrasana. Make sure you are always doing forward bend with the back bend. We are going to do 10 count each of this. And always do forward bend. This exercise is to target the lower back mainly, your sacral and lumbar region extension. Upper limb will be in a passive position and will not have any movement. Do the 20 repetition of knee flexion and extension. This one is a beautiful exercise and one of my favorite stretch with a TheraBand. If you don't have a TheraBand, I will link below in the description. You can grab it for you from Amazon. Make sure that you have a shoulder distance between the leg initially. Later on, you can reduce the distance as you progress. 10 repetitions each of the exercise followed by the counter pose.
Now we will do assisted stretches that will help to deepen our back bend and to gain a more flexibility.
After the upper and lower vertebra, it's time for middle part of the vertebra. This exercise will help to roll each of the thoracic vertebra and will give good spinal extension. Now it's time for some assisted stretches. Follow the direction and do not cross the anatomical limitations of the body while stretching your students. Remember, we just want to support and not hurt. I don't believe on the concept no pain, no gain.
That was one of the tricks to develop back flexibility. Let's go to the another trick. Now we are going to practice our another trick. In this trick, we are going to take the support of the wall. Follow along so that you will not miss any single step. Here is the another technique, be it intense, but just make sure that they should do it very carefully. Let's do it.
Now ask them to lift their both legs up and keep your arm to set the limited boundary. Once they touch your hand, they will quickly take their legs back.
So this was a bit intense technique, But I know that if you take a proper care, they will do it definitely.
After the whole series of technique, you can perform few basic asanas like Ustrasana and Dhanurasana preparatory drill, like this.
Thanks for watching our video. I hope that you have found this video useful. Please share this video because your generous and kind act will help someone who is really struggling to learn the techniques.
Oh.